This is the ThunderStrike, an impact-activated airsoft grenade that uses bang snaps to create a loud bang. And this is the ThunderStrike V2, the second version and successor of the ThunderStrike. We took all the issues and problems with the original ThunderStrike and developed a new system that is more consistent, lighter, smaller, modular, and way easier to 3D print and assemble. It runs on the same rotating catch system, but on the V2 it's completely reversed. So instead of having the two ledges on the bottom, they're on top. This removes the need for support material on the ledges and makes the system a lot more consistent and reliable. It also uses less overall hardware and has fewer printed parts, making it a lot easier to assemble. Here's an overview of how the system works for those who haven't seen the original ThunderStrike. When you cock the grenade, the rotating catch sits on the two stationary ledges inside the mechanism. It's under tension by a cut-down airsoft sniper rifle spring, and when hit with an impact, the shock moves the catch from the two ledges, forcing down at a high speed. It then hits the bang-snap fireworks at the base, creating a loud bang. This is very similar to the version 1, just flipped. And since it's flipped, that means that it can be 3D printed upright without supports on the ledges. This makes the mechanism a lot more consistent because non-supported surfaces have a much better surface finish than supported surfaces. And that is really important because the ledges are the contact points of the rotating catch. The new mechanism is also still completely central, meaning it doesn't need to be perfectly aligned or offset to work, just like the version 1. Cocking the mechanism and loading bang snaps are still similar on the new version. To cock the mechanism, push it up and rotate counterclockwise until it hits the two walls. Align the slot in the safety spoon to the small spring, then push down and hook it to the front. While holding the spoon in place, insert the pin. And loading bang snaps is also the same. Find the 4 rectangular indicators at the base, which indicate the orientation of the bang snaps. Slide one through the parallel channel and push it to the side. Slide the next one through and push it to the opposite side. Push them both in so that they sit snugly on the bottom. Now the bang snap should have a tight fit and sit securely. Once you've cocked the mechanism and loaded the bang snaps, you can screw the two parts together. And as long as the spoon is on, the grenade should be safe. And once you pull the pin and release the spoon, it'll be armed and ready to fire. Just like the original, you can alternatively use ring caps meant for toy cap guns with a simple conversion part. This part has prongs on the end that hold the caps in place and strikes them on the base. These ring caps are incredibly cheap, around 15 to 30 cents per ring versus 25 to 70 cents per snap. They produce about the same level of volume as the bang snaps since it fires all 8 caps at once, but have a slightly different sound. Both variants are still cheaper and much safer than traditional forms of airsoft sound grenades. Pyrotechnic, blank firing, and CO2 grenades are all much more expensive and way more dangerous than this. Pyros can start fires, BFGs are generally very heavy, and CO2 grenades are just too expensive. Some of you on our original ThunderStrike video wanted different styles and outer bodies. So since the V2 is more compact, it can be modular, making different styles possible. Here we have an M84 stun or flashbang style, and we'll also be making custom ones, such as this one. All of these use the same fuse mechanism, so they're completely interchangeable. Most styles will have a different spoon because of the different shape of the outer body. And obviously you can still load bang snaps either through the side channels or from the top slot. Some bodies might have a different way of loading snaps because of different geometry. For instance, in the case of this flashbang, you have to load them through the top. It's a bit more tedious, but still takes less than 30 seconds. And if you have some sort of long tool, like a screwdriver to help guide the snaps in, it can be even easier. And if you want to know how you can get yourself a ThunderStrike V2, check the description.